the Thursday night during orientation week, and I was just wandering around. Me and my roommate had come back from the event, and I wasn't really depressed. I was kind of sad. I was like, this is not really fun. Me and my roommate are really alone. I don't have anything to do. There's nobody here. I don't know anyone. So then I saw a sign that said ice cream social. Get free ice cream. Campus Crusade. And I was like, well, I might as well go. And I went, and I met someone. So, but no, I remember that. And I went to the first Bible. Actually, I filled out the card, and 3 girls came by my room and brought me muffins and started talking to me, and then had an information session, and I went and really figured out that that's where I should be. Like, that was my group of people to hang out with, and that that's what God wanted me to do, and wanted me to get involved in Campus Crusade and be plugged in somewhere. And so, as a freshman and being lost and confused and not being overwhelmed the first week, it's amazing to know that you can have like instant connections with people through faith and like through the love of Christ, and that He puts people in your like life, and like my Bible study leaders especially.
Bible study, I knew some of the guys who ended up being in it just from the fact that they lived down the hall from me, or that they were in the dorm. And these 2 senior guys were really dedicated to the ministry and kept on pulling you and wanted to bring it in relationally. And so I mean, it was really 2 guys that brought me into it.
I knew about Crusade because both of my older sisters went Crusade at Pennsylvania and Northwestern. But I got involved like the very first weekend during orientation.
Well, it's given me a vision for the lost. Basically, when I was in high school, like, evangelism was kind of a dirty word. It was something that you didn't really say. You just weren't supposed to share your faith. That was between you and God and no one else. And so, like, when I came to Duke, people were just like, look at lost people the way that God looks at lost people. Like, He sees them just as in need and needing to be rescued. And, like, that's just something I'd never thought of before.
I mean, it's definitely grown. If I had to use one word, it's grown a lot. And I think the biggest has been it's been kind of Him challenging me to see this campus. And I kind of came in here, really focused on what I'd get out of college, and God's just really kind of changed my heart and kind of led me to see, life isn't about you. Life's about Him, and life's about reaching out to other people and loving them in practical.
My relationship with God's changed a lot in over 4 years. I kind of come from a family that's half Jewish and half Catholic, and God was just kind of not an element sort of in life growing up. We just didn't do anything. We went to church sometimes on holidays. It's like a social activity. But since I've been on campus, I got involved with Crusade. It's just been revolutionary and awesome to kind of see where God's redirected.
Like in high school, I didn't have a Christian fellowship. It was really challenging for me. And then I came here, and God just blessed me with like 100 people who just were growing with Him. So definitely just learning how to share my relationship with God with other believers has been incredible.
Done such a huge change. When I came to campus, I wasn't even really thinking about God. Like, I knew He was there. I knew that He was my Savior, but I didn't really go much beyond that. And I was really challenged through Crusade to really just like begin a personal relationship with Him, to just talk to Him and like bring like all the things that happened to me before Him, and just to really be like in love with Him and walking with Him every day in a way that I just never thought about doing.
So much closer to God, and it's just been so funny because like my friends back home can see it, and like my parents can see it, and it's just really exciting because like I definitely didn't come to college looking for God. Like, I mean, I've been a Christian, I've always had my faith, but I've drifted and not been as strong, and not had this like passionate, growing relationship. And it's just been really fun to be involved in a Bible study where we're meeting once a week and we're held accountable, and we are growing in the Word, and we can come to a large group and we can sing praise and worship and go on trips and retreats, and spring break, like that was amazing, just hanging out in a house with 40 of us, just having the best time ever, but praising God and doing service and just growing with Him. And I think that's really exciting, especially for college kids, that we can reach a campus and that we as college students want to be involved and want to have a relationship with Christ. And we all pretty much come every week, every Monday, and it's pretty fun. It's amazing. Those girls are now my closest friends, which is funny because like you don't know anyone, and then like you have this like close group of friends. And I love my Bible study leaders. They're amazing. I can go to them amazing and everything. And it's been really fun because I get to like actually like get deeper into the Bible, but we get to get deeper into ourselves and our relationships with each other and with Christ.
Yeah, leading Bible study is really cool. I guess there's a couple aspects to it. One is actually like planning lessons, and that's been really cool to just practice and learn how to do. Just read a text and try to figure out, okay, how are we going to learn something from this and apply it. And you don't want to just be talking the whole time. So you have to figure out how to come up with good discussion questions and help people to try to. It might be something that they've heard before, but you want the guys in the study to really be thinking about it and trying to see how it can affect their lives. And another part of being a Bible study leader is meeting with individual guys for discipleship. And that's just been really cool. I've got the opportunity to meet with a few guys who are just really committed, and they were already solid Christians when they came in, and I've just been able to encourage them to continue on, and so that's really fun.
I lead a junior girls Bible study of about 8 or 9 girls, and they're just amazing. One of the girls I've been with for 3 years, one of the best things about the Bible study is just been seeing how much her faith has grown over the years. A couple weeks ago, she shared her testimony at Crusade, and it was just it was really amazing to me just to hear, the way that she talked about her relationship with Christ was not the way she would have talked about it her freshman year. And just to see that she's ready to lead other girls herself now and ready to really just be a leader is just amazing to me because, I saw her when she was a freshman who was just kind of had no idea what was going on in campus that first year. It's also great because I've learned so much from the girls in my Bible study. There'll be times where I'll plan, the perfect Bible study, and then it will never even get to anything that I planned because they have things in their heart that they want to share. They've become like a community of girls who just support each other. That's really just great for me to see.
The summer between my sophomore and junior year, I got to go with Crusade to East Asia and share the gospel with students on a campus there in the closed country. And that was just really cool. I had never been to Asia before, and it was really neat to see. There were 37 or 38 of us who went on the project, and we had just about 1 for 1 somebody who prayed to receive Christ with the number of students that were going. And that was just really incredible to see how open people were there to the gospel, and just to see how God was doing something all over the world. I feel like I've gotten a better idea of what to do in the future. When I came in, I thought I wanted to do robotics research for grad school, and after a little while I figured out I probably wasn't cut out to just be an academician. So yeah, and then ended up deciding that I thought God was actually leading me to become a pastor. So I'm planning to work for a couple of years as a computer programmer, and then I'm hoping to head to seminary.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of at a crossroads here, if you will. I'm trying to choose between jobs. Most likely, I'll be taking a consultant job up in D.C., but I'll probably take a year off and go on stint with Crew to East Asia.
Great.